Welcome back to Bite Size Pixels. In this tutorial we will be adding more CSS content as an internal style sheet. So this is for if you just want a single page of code with no links to other style sheets, or for specific elements that you might not want to have on an external style sheet. So first of all, when you go into Dreamweaver, you may have a My Sites folder already, but this is for a new HTML file. So go HTML5 and create. So here we just want to change the title of the document. We just want to call this My First Website. And inside the head section, so this is the starting, this is the ending, we just want to add a style sheet to this. So we go brackets, style, and close them. And then we close our style, and you'll see that this is purple. If you don't have this, the rest of your code will think it's part of a style sheet, so make sure you end it there. And we want to add style for our header first of all. So header, brackets, and in this we just want to add background color, and we'll just choose a nice orange for this one. Once you're happy, you can click enter and make sure you use a semicolon there to finish off your line of code. And inside our body tags, what we want to have is header. So in HTML5, header, and close it. And inside here we're just going to write header, quite simply. If we go to our live page now, you should see that header is coloured from within our HTML file. So if we go File, Save As, I'm going to call this one index.1, but you can just call it index if you want this to be your main site that the website goes to. And you want to have a folder called My First Website, and click Save. The next thing that we want to do is add our different elements in HTML. So we've got our header, and we want a navigation. We want a side. And this aside will be for any additional content that you might have for the website which isn't directly related. So we want a section, and in this section will be where our main content lies. So all of your main articles and other content, photos, videos should be inside of your section. But we're actually going to create another element inside of here called article, and that is where, as I say, your main written information might want to go. Underneath section we want footer, and we're going to actually add a wrapper as well. Now, using the old HTML, you'll need to write this as a div tag. So div ID, press enter, write header, close this, and make sure that on the bottom of all of your content before the closing body tag, you do that, and make sure it says div. If you go to the side here, you do have some comment options, so you can apply HTML content and write closing wrapper. And anything that's in grey within this opening and closing comment section there, you can write. So you can write yourself different notes or comments that you might find useful. So none of this will actually appear on the website itself, it's just more for your reference. And so inside of our style, we'll be entering the other elements, but first I'm just going to save this So save all. And then we want nav for navigation. We want a side. We want section. We want article. And we also want footer. Now to style the div element for our wrapper, which will hold all of our information, what we actually don't want is it called header. My apologies, we want this to be called wrapper. So that will close our wrapper. For this one, we actually need to use the hashtag. Oh, as you can see, that is not the hashtag. And this is just because it's an older version of HTML. That's why it needs that hash there. Okay, so here if you go to your live section, you'll see that you've got everything that you've mentioned listed there except for your section. And that is because we just need to write section within inside that. See, it's just popped up there. Now to add some styles to these, we're just going to quickly add a background colour to all of them. So we've actually got a bit of management there. I'm actually just going to type this in. So as you can see, there's two different ways of adding colour. You can do it by just writing background colour, and if you click onto colour or press enter, you can actually choose your colour here. And for this I'm just going to go for a nice blue. Normally if you're designing for a website, there would be a colour palette which you would work to, and you'd only select certain colours to use. This is just an example just to show how to add styles. So this is background colour again. We'll just add a light green for this one. So as you can see, you have your brightness of your colour, you have your alpha, so that's what the opacity for your colour, and the actual rainbow itself. So I'm just looking for a nice green to just go in the back of my section, press enter. Go for a darker green. Also note that the spelling of this colour, it is an American piece of software, so colour is always spelt C-O-L-O-R, but you will get used to this. So if you go to your live view, you should see that all of your sections have all got a colour now, which means that all your links to your style code is all correct and all working. And if you go to your code and just save, you now have your basic HTML elements there, and you also have your basic embedded style sheet there. Thank you for watching.